Well, congratulations. I'm the most influential person.
Congratulations to you too. Congrats, eh?
No, that's great. I'm happy the impact that you're having in the nation. Keep it up, eh?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, when I want to say, hey, how did you come up with the list? I don't know. I'm not the one who formulated, but the most important thing, list.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why one of the things, learn to celebrate your achievements. Because
sometimes you then downplay your own achievements,
absolutely.
Okay, then for this one, learn to celebrate your achievements.
So true. So I think that's one thing we need to do. All right, today I want to talk about something that's very interesting called the entitlement mindset.
Let's get into it.
And I think this is one of the things that's really affecting a number of people. And some people are actually facing it right now. How do you deal with people who are actually feeling entitled? And the point that I need to stress is Weekend Shtanga is no one owes you anything. And one of the biggest problems that we find now, which has made entitlement a pandemic, is that there's a sense that people believe that they actually owed something. So, sister Weekend, Marisa Weekend, I'm entitled to a share of that money because you feel they owe you in Aqua or something. Why? Because you think they can't be going up, and I'm not going up.
Why would you
go on Dubai? And so forth. And that's one thing we need to begin to liberate people. And one of the focus that I want to have is to help those who are actually feeling entitled and those who are also the receiving end of that. Because majority of the times, life is too short. If you're not careful, you spend your life living other people's lives. And majority of the times, you find that society somehow, how it's designed, is designed in such a way that if you're not careful, you never start your life. If you ever notice that majority of the times in other places, start a business.
In other places,
and majority of the time, nothing wrong with that. No, I've gone through that, but I also understand the process that we need to give back. But one of the things that I think we need to begin to do, especially our generation, Weekend, and I'm going to emphasize that our generation, we need to work so hard such that none of our children will have to finish our race for us. We need to work so hard such that
powerful.
Even if we can, they should be able to finish their lives without burdening another child. And unfortunately, that's why people come up with this terminology like black text and so forth. Of course, I don't use that terminology. But I think our generation, I think because we've received so much in terms of learning material and so much in terms of exposure, which means we can do so much for ourselves and also set up the next generation.
So leave an inheritance for our kids.
And that's one of the points that we need to emphasize, Weekend, that if you're still of working age and if you still are of age that wants to give birth to children, can I say this? It's going to be very, very painful. But I think it's so unfair to give birth to children and assign other children to raise your children. Why? Because the Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And unfortunately, this is the part many people don't want to hear. The moment you say, I want to have Kakendi Jr., one of the fundamental considerations should not be around fertility. It should be around productivity. Am I going to be able to provide for this person? Because you see, a number of people, they get carried away with love. Hey, sweeties. We also need to have fundamental questions around productivity. Why? Because if we're not very careful, we're going to create a setup where one child is going to start living the life, your race, before starting their own race. Which is why majority of the times, if you start us in our setups, majority of the people right now, if you ask them in their setup, what did you do with your first salary? They will actually tell you, I had to finish someone's race. And one of the things you find is that we also delay other people. So one of the things that we need to deal with is nyaya entitlement. Because one of the things you find, Weekend, is the people whom we think are kind usually are on the suffering end. Because majority of the times, always remember, Weekend, people are giving you things. Someone who is sacrificing $2, $100, they're not doing it because they've got a legal obligation to do it. No, it's out of the abundance of their heart to say, no, I need to just help out. But majority of the times, if you notice, Weekend, the moment you help out somebody, you do it once, you do it twice, there is an expectation that you're going to do it the third time. Which is why one of the biggest source of your challenges in life, Weekend, is never going to come from people you've never assisted. It's always going to come from people you've assisted in the past before. Already that's a problem. But iwe andina responsibility yokuendesera vana vako kuchikora iwewe. And majority of the times also nomunzwa munhu achitopopota hey arinoendesera vana vangu muno muzvikoro zvavana muzimbabwe muno muuniversity vake vari na Canada vari kuna Australia. You don't have a right to compare. And that's one of the biggest problems. Stop comparing. If someone is assisting you, learn to say thank you. If you think it's not enough, wedzera wega. Iwe also nombona vari kubatsirwa nepamuromo.
Vari kubatsirwa
nepamuromo. Majority of the people vari kunyaya iwe weekend. Vanhu vari kutobatsira iwe. And these are the people who start getting interested in your life. Harudanana ningi, haruzodanana ningi, futi akazoserana ningi. Kuti iwe zvinei newe. So now you find that majority of the times when they begin to weaponize the kindness of your heart. Exactly.
And the chinyira.
So which is why we need to help people. Is a privilege. One of the things that people want to claim is privilege. No, I want special treatment. I want rewards. And now we're getting into Christmas. I hope he's going to buy me a car on this Christmas. Present my birthday. So we need to be able to realize that when someone is doing something, especially not as a legal obligation, we need to be grateful. We shouldn't be entitled. You know, there's a story that I read, just a statement, which was saying, as Burungu wangu paakapiwa paakatenga foni wanakandipa yakedara and vatenga seti yemasofa ndovandipa yakedara. Now atenga mota but angonyarara. Aunyarara ane mota yangu. Apana action. Aunyarara nechi ane mota yangu. Guys, do it as say. So you find this pattern is usually something that we deal with every time. So I want you to think about it in your family setup, extended family setup. Because the majority of the times when you help, if you're not actually very careful, you end up trapped into a cycle where people actually begin to put demands. One level where people actually putting demands. Alpha, do the try Alpha, Vanuakunis, Alpha. Anyway, I'll see what I can do. I didn't say I vote anything. What was Janga was very great? Why you even assisted in the first place? Have you ever found that a number of times, majority of the times, the people are not in know, cannot andina, they are safer off than someone who says I'll do something.
Yeah.
Majority of the times I do it right. And also majority of the times when I know I you should post it. No, then uyu adetanga generous. If we only knew what people are going through weekend to make your life better. If you only knew what some people are actually doing just to help you get that $20, get that $30, get that $50, even if I go diaspora, which is why one of the things that you need to help people. I don't know who, if you can travel a lot to it, you know how people live in the United Kingdom. You know some of the places people live in the United Kingdom. Adina kidzi. But no to me Roma $100. Ndokutumira mo 150 munotara no ndandati ndipe 4 angotumira 100 inokwani ndoita nayo say apa ndinoona akawanda iwe vana vako. So you find now because of that, majority of the times we find we create a very toxic society. And majority of the toxicity you find is coming from those people who end up thinking that they've got a share in your life. And the biggest problem is when people begin to believe that they've got a shareholding in your life. And majority of the times, if you ever noticed, Weekend, you couldn't ever know any capacity and the audacity to tell you what to do with your money. Also, I'm going to budget the no, I think a bonus. I think that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Ukaona uzoma pay this munu. Number one, asiri husband yako. Asiri spouse yako.
Yes.
Pani problem.
There's an error.
So you find with the majority of the times you're not even in the line of inheritance. But you see now this thing is causing serious problems because the majority of the times kune this thinking anazo weekend akuna munu anazo. And let me be very blunt with you. Let me blunt with you. We work so hard in Zim, but guess what? People are going an extra mile just to put food on the table.
So true.
Tese weekend tina problems edu. And majority of the times you don't feel away weekend you don't know radio. Can do what mari. I want to kutsuka ne mari zvakasiyana. Kana kunaka ne mari zvakasiyana. So what we need to do is to be able to promote a culture where people begin to realize that it's okay to also work and begin to have your life. So I'm going to rush down into how do we deal with the entitlement mindset? Because
so just a quick one here. Anzi, this is so true that way. My late brother's wife thinks the children are my responsibility. I think I can pencil jayo. Term in, term out. Chiro yeku geri someone. I'm sorrow. And just different messages. And thank you, Advocate Entitlement. Yativenge said thank you.
This is interesting, eh?
Yes.
What you find, Kuti, and the reason why we're saying this thing is not because we're saying it, but it's because of observing. Do you know Tumomono? Because of your previous good acts. Right now, Momo, you are being faulted for getting married. Because now you find with someone, they actually want to literally reorganize your life, including tell you how many kids do you have. It's no one Maria Tomboya, Pagazunga wish two, no wish to Ashano hospital, I mean, my condition now. So now, build your life. Build your life.
Guys, this is so crazy.
Build your life. Because right now,
the level of thinking.
The level of thinking is so flawed, Vikendi.
It is,
It's so flawed. $20. Iwe, une audacity, you knows that you want my money urgently. Yandaga Chandra 30 days. And you want it urgently. You even want it fast. And you even know the currency that you want to borrow. Even it's not borrowing, it's demanding. Shaman, did to me $10. Yaga mirirwa. Iwe, I'm not part of that deal. I'm not part of that deal. Oro, muna no nyura na madiras na kuguza. Shamwari, ndapa ma one. Iwe, when did you get into my one? Last time I tell as if there's nothing happening. All of a sudden, wapachi, wapa ma one. And most young daughter share surname with you. Do you know how many people, just imagine weekend, how many people you share surname with? That's not a relationship now. Guys, it's not an offense to share surname. But you know, one who feel, one from what you don't take a box here. Could I walk about, guys? Inino unduza kwa fiwa kakwete urwera unonduza wewe. Waunduza funeral manch. Inini now I'm supposed to be an undertaker manch. And no, let's be honest. Because you see, mu kama tika dzidzira kudzana chokwadi. Akusukutsvinya weekend kudzana chokwadi. Kuti ngatisadaro. Let's learn to have my boundaries. Are healthy. Zvinotibatsira kuti tisashandisana. Because iwe kune vanhu vari kushandisana mudzimamo. Kushandiswa chaiko mwana uyu aringoshanda, anongobvuma, anongodai. So majority of the times most of a month rate ehuroi hey asudai hey uchazona hey zvazodai so kuama akuna mutoro wanoroya munhu anourwere kuna weekend. All right, so how do you deal with entitlement mindset? Number one, learn to master the art of saying no. Learn to say no without emotions. Weekend dzidzira kutaura kuti no without justifying yourself.
Okay,
it's also good. Andina because you see, I don't know who told people kuti kwangwena kwana ningi automatically zvaita. But you find good weekend, some of us we've mastered the art of covering our problems such that you don't even know what we're going through. If you only knew what I'm dealing with weekend, unotiza.
Yeah.
So let's learn to say no. And the word no is a very powerful corrective tool. Because you see, majority of the times, kuna anogazira program yake. Ozo yakuta yozo nzuzo funda program. Ukarigira kufunda, tatatongomirira mimi, we expecting ngangoti pamari zvazatoita, manje I'm not sure if they're going to be happy. Who? So weekend, in as much as you're going to be a good person, don't forget to live your life. Don't forget to live your life, because if you're not careful, you're actually going to miss out on living your life, miss out on giving your children decent life, miss out on opportunity to also enjoy life. I wish people knew, Vikendi, how short this life is.
Yeah.
Ukazaut how short this life is, Vikendi, you begin to understand the importance of practicing what I call positive selfishness.
Or positive selfishness.
Positive selfishness. I'll talk about that some time ago. Vikendi, I want you to learn to prioritize, Vikendi. Prioritize your warfare. Prioritize your well-being. Anyway, how many times have you deprived yourself of certain things just for you to make things happen for other people? Kuti iwewe urikufashandisa phone isingaiti iwewe, so that you can just pay for school fees yemunina wako, so that you can just cover chimwe chigomba changu buda, and vacho vari kukavhirwa gomba vari kutofunga kuti you're not doing enough. Anyone ari kukubatsira, guys, I'm speaking to you. Anyone who is helping you right now, they're not doing it from a place of abundance. They're doing it from a place of kindness. And don't confuse kindness for stupidity.
True say.
And don't confuse kindness for weakness. And this is one of the biggest problems, that people often confuse kindness for weakness. No, akanyarara, we are not going to complain. It's because sometimes azitorimo mari zongo complainer. And at times but at what cost? So don't burn yourself to keep people warm, Vikendi. Don't. Before putting an oxygen mask on the next person, ensure that your mask is on first. And majority of us were helping people without a mask. And guess what? It means we're going to pass out, and we're going to miss out on even serving ourselves and even the people that want to serve. So rather than just munanowas into people marrying, that is a process. Process yache. Iwe one business na warukuita munanodza kuti handidi kutengesa handonyara iwewe ndosinganyari manje wewe. Iwe wapedza kuita zvinonyadzisa zvacho zvaroita zvinonyadzisa anoda process yezvinyadzi zvacho. That's why one of the things as parents, Vana, yes, it's good to spoil them, but if you're in business, ensure that they also get to participate. Get something so that they master the laws and the principle.
Where did our
process.
time go?
Yeah, disappear. Guys, I'm on WhatsApp. You can join my WhatsApp group. So I'm going to run a masterclass for free, 1 December. So you sign up for it, then we'll help you finish the year and start 2026. 078 0055 152. 078 0055 152. Please don't say hi. Just say Star FM.
Thank you so much, Advocate Arthur Marara. We're also live. You can go watch and share with someone as well. Taking the time to 10 o'clock, Star FM. It is time for the news.